Sure. Thanks, Sergio. We are representing three drivers, including Ben, in bringing a proposed class action lawsuit in California. And those drivers are seeking to represent a class of all drivers in California who have opted out of Uber's and Lyft's arbitration clauses. Um, uh, to Nicole's point about being hoping to be a class member here. We'll talk more. Rachel will talk a little bit more about what people's rights are and what they should know if they think that they are a potential class member if the case proceeds and proceeds as a class action. But just to give a brief overview of what the case is and what it's about, the core of this case is the argument that Uber and Lyft can't have it both ways. So they can't on the one hand deny their workers the benefits of employee status, like minimum wage and all the other protections, without also giving them the autonomy and independence that the antitrust laws require to be extended to independent contractors. For example, it is per se illegal, we allege, under California law for Uber and Lyft to fix prices that are charged to riders across the platforms, to deny their drivers the flexibility and autonomy to set prices for themselves. That is, we allege, a per se violation of the antitrust laws, California antitrust law. In addition, we allege that various of Uber's and Lyft's practices are illegal under as being unfair and deceptive. For example, we allege that Uber's and Lyft's failure to provide drivers with information about the destination of rides, information that's not conditioned on a certain minimum acceptance rate, for example, but their failure to provide information about the destination of rides in advance of accepting a ride is illegal. We allege that their practice of extending secret, bonuses and payments to some drivers and not to others is illegal. With respect to many of these practices, of course, the companies would be permitted to engage in them, perhaps, if their drivers were employees, right? So a company can say, for example, what prices must be charged to customers by employees. That's something that companies do, all the time. They deny their employees the autonomy and independence to set prices for themselves. But we say that companies can't, on the one hand, deny their drivers the benefits of employee status, while at the same time not providing to them the independence and flexibility to make those kinds of decisions on their own.
Great. Rachel, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I think